Live from WPRI 12, this is The Rhode Show, the place for what's hot and happening. You're having fun, eating well, and living life on The Rhode Show.
Good morning and welcome to The Rhode Show. It is Friday, March 9th, 2012, and I'm Will Gilbert.
Good morning, I'm Michaela Johnson.
And I'm Mary Larson.
Hopefully everyone's enjoying their Friday, and guess what? We get ready to push the clocks ahead a little bit this weekend. That's always a great sign of spring.
It is, and so we'll lose that that hour of sleep that we also desperately want every day.
We
lose it, but the sun will be out longer. The flowers will be coming up. Look at me, Mr. Sunshine.
We'll see how sunshine you are Sunday morning when you wake up. Like, where'd that hour go?
Sunday morning, you gotta take an icy plunge too.
Yeah, we are doing an icy
Special Olympics.
Which I've been, panicked about all week long because I'm thinking it's going to be, since we all agreed to do this, I'm saying, you know what, it's going to be 10 degrees on Sunday. But I've been looking at the weather going, okay, all right, I think 50s maybe okay.
As long as the sun is out, it can be cold. As long as there's some sun. Last year I did it, and it was at Easton Beach in Newport. So first of all, it's a lot windier, it's a lot colder, and there was no sun whatsoever. I was freezing my tail off.
I am not brave when it comes to that. So we will do that on Sunday morning.
Yes,
so if you want, come out and see us. We'll be at Goddard Park.
Bring me a towel.
Yes, and a heater.
Or a Snuggie.
And a coffee. All right, a list none of us will ever have to worry about, but Forbes magazine is out with its list of billionaires, and many people are happy to see a new name is Spandex founder Sarah Blakely. Or Spanx founder. I don't wear them. Blakely built her empire on an online slimming undergarment worn by housewives and Hollywood starlets. Blakely is the youngest woman to make the list on her own without any help from a husband or inheritance. Good for her.
I like this so much more because that shows what hard work and determination and drive that this woman has, because all these other people, they just come into money and you automatically make the list. All you have to do is be born.
I got to tell you, up until about 20 minutes ago when I read that, I had no idea what Spanx were.
Are you serious?
Well, I've heard people say.
Spanx are a very important thing, I can tell you that.
We swear by them.
You swear by them. Well, I'll take your word for it.
All right, well, if you're looking for a fun family activity this weekend, why not head to PPAC, where you can find your favorite characters from Sesame Street, because they're going to take the stage. Now, we had a chance to meet up with Elmo and Cookie Monster yesterday to get a little fun preview, and they'll be singing, dancing, and sharing lessons for children of all ages. Now, you can see them on stage through the weekend at PPAC. We have ticket information on our website, WPRI.com. I will be there tonight getting everyone pumped up, ready to see Big Bird and Snuffleupagus and the whole crew.
Cookies, and I love cookies.
Is that your Cookie Monster impression?
That's my Cookie Monster.
Cookie eats veggies as well.
My mom does a Grover impression.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I love.
I can't do it.
I love Sesame Street. I loved it. All right, as we said a little while ago, don't forget this weekend is daylight savings, and the Providence Fire Department is asking everyone to use the time change as a reminder to change their smoke alarm batteries. About 2/3 of home fire deaths happen in houses without working smoke alarms. Smoke alarm batteries should be checked at least twice a year in the spring and fall time. Changes are a great reminder to do so. Clocks spring forward an hour Sunday at 2 a.m.
I think this is brilliant, because I always forget to change the battery until it starts beeping at me, generally around 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you're wandering around the house?
Yeah, saying which one is it. But it definitely needs to happen. I mean, people, if they forget to do it, or if that beeping doesn't go off to remind you, you won't have a fire alarm.
Yeah, so
and good to combine it with, changing your clocks, change the batteries.
Good safety thing. All right, it is Friday morning. You can tell we are all happy that it's Friday morning. Let's see what's coming up on the Rhode Show this morning.
A nail-biter of a night for fans of Rhode Island singer Erica Van Pelt.
And your bottom 3 girls. Find out who faces the fire and who is safe.
We'll be talking about American Idol.
Plus, with the top 12 in the national spotlight, how designer Tommy Hilfiger is helping Idol finalists ramp up their style.
When they go on stage, if they sound great and look great, they'll have incredible confidence and possibly win.
And on the Rhode Show stage, a one-man band jams out with alternative acoustic pop.
I bet your lips taste like honey, darling, just can't resist.
Check out Ron Howard and the Invisibles.
And in the kitchen, Lenten dinner with Federal Hill Pizza. Plus, Michaela works for a day in Chef Billy's shop. Find out if she can create pies like a pro.
Today in the local scene, the name may have you thinking that this band has multiple members, but Ron Howard and the Invisibles is made up of just that. Ron Howard is a one-man band, if you will, and he joins us on the Rhode Show to share a song. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so first, tell us about how you came to this name, Ron Howard and the Invisibles.
Well, it's kind of easier to book your band and fill clubs when you have other band members.
Very true. All right, and what kind of sound do you have?
Kind of a little bit of everything from Elvis to Snoop Dogg, pretty much.
Elvis to Snoop.
Elvis to Snoop Dogg.
I like it. And you were saying that you've been playing with a band for many years, and then it came to this point.
Yes, I was in a band called Let Down from 1999 till about 2008. Mm-hmm. We did a lot around here. We did the Songus Arena, the Tweeter Center, all the smaller clubs in between.
Wow.
Godsmack, Seether, Mudvayne, Social Burn. We played with everybody. So.
A lot of great names, and you actually play at some local venues too. So tell us about where people can find you.
They can find me pretty much anywhere around Rhode Island. If little bars, pubs, grills. But MVP Sports in Pawtucket on Newport Ave. You'll find me down there March 31st all night. Come check it out.
Excellent. Now you're going to perform a song for us today. It's called Fortune House. What is this song about?
This song's about a fortune cookie that I opened up a long time ago. Told me to unleash my sensitive side.
Really? Okay, and you've done just that with a song. All right, well, I will let you take it away, and here it is, Fortune House.
I know you see me watching from across the room. If you ever felt like talking, well, I'll be right here standing still, trying not to stare at you. Now put your feet up, baby, there's nothing to fear. I know it's been a long day, and I've been chasing you all year. You're the reason why I'm here. I bet your lips taste like honey, and darling, just can't resist. Need about a week to recover. Every time with those lips, I need this conversation more than you know. I've spent too many late nights writing down words all by myself. Now I finally get to sit with you. I felt this way about someone so long ago. She left me standing here, waiting for you to come along and hear my song. I bet your lips taste like honey, and darling, just can't resist. Need about a week to recover. Every time near those lips. Bet your lips taste like honey, darling, just can't resist. Need about a week to recover. Every time near those
Ron Howard and the Invisibles, all done with a fancy little foot pedal there, getting in those extra sounds. And for information on his upcoming shows, we'll post a link to his website on ours. Just head to WPRI.com.
Thank you, Michaela.
We are in the Rhode Show kitchen this morning with Chef Billy Manzo, Federal Hill Pizza. We're making Sicilian clam pizza this morning. And everybody in the building has been like, I can smell that pizza, I can smell that pizza, and it smells fantastic.
Well, I appreciate that, but we haven't cooked anything yet,
I know
so don't worry, we'll be on it. Don't worry about it.
It's just these pizzas that are
First time this year, we haven't even cooked the pizza yet. Okay, yeah. We're going to hold this.
I'm going to hold this.
You're going to move on this side.
I'm going to scoot over here. We're going to dance.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
We're going to dance.
Right there. Okay, you're good.
All right.
We're going to talk about the ingredients.
Yes.
Okay. So, we got fresh basil. Mm-hmm. We've got some gluten-free flour we're going to be... Look. We're going to be talking about... And we're going to be talking about some fresh ingredients. The gluten-free flour is a little difficult to make. Mm-hmm. Very complex. But I'll talk about it because I get so many emails at Federal Pizza Company. But we are going to be doing a what? Sicilian clam pizza. Clams, fresh mozzarella, roasted red peppers. And we got to tie this into this segment that you guys did at my place. Right. So we're going to have fun with it. And
fresh ingredients always the best thing to have, right?
Actually, I like frozen ingredients completely.
No, you don't.
Freeze blown out from Czechoslovakia.
You want the frozen all the time?
Yeah, fresh stuff, Will.
Fresh stuff is always
How long have you been doing this, brother?
I know.
Fresh ingredients.
Fresh ingredients is always the best.
So we're going to take it from there and see how it goes.
Okay.
And I got a little gift for you.
You do?
Little gift for you. I love this. This looks good.
It is good.
You're looking good.
It's a little extra powder this morning.
Really?
Lights, yeah.
I'm just too short. I can't get up there.
We're going to get your booster seat.
Thank you very much. I'll take it.
And how big of a pizza are we going to make here this morning?
These look like 12-inch.
12-inch pizzas.
12-inch traditional.
We can feed everybody.
Yes, I will leave food at the station for you.
That is the main question.
I know that.
You know, you've been here before. You know what a feeding frenzy it is for all these pizzas afterwards.
Absolutely will.
Okay, all right. We have our ingredients. We're going to get set to cook with Billy in just a little bit. In the meantime, back to you.
Back to you.
Do you ever visit someone at work or watch a reality show and think, hey, I could do that, or I wonder what it's really like? Well, I took it to the next level. I had the chance to channel my inner Italian chef and create pies with the pro at Federal Hill Pizza in Michaela Can. The sights, the sounds,
We're up table 7, please.
the smells. The hustle and bustle of a pizza kitchen is that unlike any other.
We keep it as simple, easy, and fresh as possible. It's very, very important that on this level of culinary, specifically in the state of Rhode Island, and how competitive it is, I don't care what you do, there's a lot of good food here. So we keep it very simple. And we want to make sure that the consumer gets exactly what they deserve.
Federal Hill Pizza makes some great pies. So I wanted to test my Italian skills by getting a lesson from a pro.
You're going to be working in the front of the house. We're going to put you in the front of the house, have a little bit of mercy on her today, and get to know the consumers and see what they're looking at, and more importantly, to see what the product looks at going out. From the simple pastas, the brick oven pie, and some of the vegetables that are on it, and the prosciuttos, and the pancettas, and some of the other things, and then we'll take in, maybe we'll throw you in the back and see if you can throw it on a pie.
But before any pizza is made, it needs to be ordered.
Yeah, we'd also like a margarita pizza pie. All right. Small or large? Large?
You got it. After mastering the art of waitressing, it's time to head to the back where the magic happens.
It's time to make that pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready to make that pizza?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I think. I hope.
Okay.
Dough is brought to a floured counter to keep it from sticking. Try your best to make a perfect circle.
And then move it around clockwise and stick to the edge. There you go. Yeah, that's counterclockwise.
I try my best to make it look as nice as possible.
And this is probably the pizza they're never going to eat, thank God. Look at this. Holes in it.
Hey, you just pulled that.
Oh, you both stretch it out.
We're making margarita pizza, which means it needs just the right ingredients. Add the sauce, place fresh mozzarella or mozzarella, fresh basil, and olive oil.
Go ahead, faster, faster. Done.
And it's ready for the oven.
Bye, pizza.
Careful, it's hot. About 800 to 850 degrees, so it cooks up fast. 3 minutes for
About 3
pizza.
minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes.
How quick are you turning tables here?
Thank God fast. Well, the main thing is, Michaela, is if we had more employees like you, we'd have to slow down.
After a few minutes, carefully remove your creation from the oven, slice evenly, and it's ready to be eaten. Order up! Coming! What a nice chef. Thank you. You'll receive a professional pizza pie every time. And as for my attempt, well, it didn't go over so well. No? All right. More for me! So I get to reap the benefits. But deliveries to customers inside is just the half of it. Orders are placed over the phone to be picked up.
We got a request for me to make this pizza. It's called The Way It Should Be. I don't know what that means, but I want to make it.
Ooh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I've gotten this kind before, and that looks pretty close.
Or stay at home while Federal Hill Pizza delivers to you. So I got a lesson in pizza box making.
Mark, set, go.
And found out you need to be quick.
You know the story that keeps the pizza, right? She's taking a drink. So close.
So close.
After getting the car ready, I'll need to look the part.
I'm going to delivery like this.
Pizza's in the back.
Tony helps me with my first delivery.
What'd you get?
It's some antipasto.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
Which I was rewarded for.
So let's see, here's your car.
Okay. Put that in my pepperoni.
Now, Billy Manzo makes up some fabulous pies, and of course, he brought in a few of his signature ones. He's also cooking up a storm in our kitchen. Mary?
With Idol Watch this morning, another nerve-wracking night for Rhode Island's Erica Van Pelt. Once again, she was not among the top vote-getters on American Idol. She was one of the bottom 3 girls this week, leaving her on stage wondering what her fate could be. Take a look.
So, this is officially your bottom 3 guys over here and your bottom 3 girls. Find out who faces the fire and who is safe, like Erica and Joshua. You're safe and you're safe. Get to the couches. Get to the couches. Get over here. Elise and Jeremy stand on the stage. Both are in danger of elimination. Over the break, the judges deliberated on whose idol dream will stay alive. Jennifer,
yes.
Do you have a decision?
Well, with the 2 that we've been presented with by America, obviously, we've come to the decision that we're going to save Elise.
Which means it's the end of the road for Jeremy. Thank you, brother.
All right, so we say goodbye to Jeremy. Mary, will you do the honors of crossing Jeremy off of our idol board? We have them all right up here, so he's going to get the big old X.
Farewell, Jeremy.
Farewell, Jeremy.
Were you surprised at this?
I actually was surprised because I thought he did very well, you know, as far as singing. I thought, you know, one of the other girls, the girl who's, I can't think of her name, the taller girl who was just so bad. I mean, she was off key and everything. I thought she was really going to be.
I think her name's Shannon.
I thought she was going to be the one to be sent home. So I was surprised that Jeremy went because everybody loved him.
What did you think, Mary? How about with Erica, too? Were you surprised that she was in the bottom?
I kind of was and kind of wasn't. You know, I think that really people who hail from big states, they just have a lot of voters. So, you know, I was definitely biting my nails. I was happy to see that she was taking off that bottom 3 as soon as possible. But it just goes to show you that people who want to support her, you have to go out and vote and you know, do everything you can.
And I like that the judges are making the final decision, too. I know we've seen that in shows like The X Factor, but I kind of like that because sometimes America just gets it wrong.
They do get it wrong. And they've gotten it wrong in so many years past, and as we know, you know, when they do get it wrong, then all of a sudden, you know, all the fans begin, there's an outrage. Oh, why were they the ones to go? You know, so you got to make sure you vote. You got to make sure that you keep Erica in the competition.
Absolutely. If you want to see if Erica can make it through to the next round, of course, Wednesday and Thursday nights is when American Idol is on Fox Providence. Still to come this morning on the Rhode Show, not 1 but 2 multi-million-dollar Powerball winners in the Ocean State. Is Rhode Island on a winning streak? We're talking about it in the Rhodey Roundup.
Plus, it looks like the Idol contestants are going to get a little help, styling help from a fashion icon. Later, how Tommy Hilfiger is helping the top 12. You're watching the Rhode Show, and we're back in 90 seconds. It's the Rhodey Roundup. We're talking about the hot topics that have been making headlines this week. And joining me this morning is WPRI.com reporter Ted Nisi, our Rhode Show producer Ashley Ehrling, and local mom blogger Audrey McClellan. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Good morning, Will.
Okay, I know we've all checked our Powerball tickets this week. Everybody's here, so I guess we're not the winners. But we had not 1 but 2 big winners this week. You think people are going to be rushing out to buy more Powerball tickets?
It's the best kind of advertising the lottery can buy, is to have people winning. And it's actually bailing out the state budget in a way. They've got $17 million in tax revenue just coming in because people are winning tickets. I said if they keep this up, we'll all be fine. The deficit will be gone.
I never play the lottery. I'm just not one of those people that's like a lucky person. I feel like I won.
Oh, I know.
I feel like I won. True. Having two people, the first one, when Louise just came forward this week, I was just watching that news conference and her coming out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And then the other one yesterday. Yeah. It feels like we're on a winning streak.
It does. It does.
It feels attainable. Like, oh my goodness, this actually could happen to just an average Rhode Islander, and you could be a millionaire overnight.
And doesn't it make it great that, I mean, we heard a lot of rumors before Louise came forward, who could be the winner and everything else, but doesn't it make it even better that so many people love this family? They're such good people. I think that helps everybody.
You couldn't have picked a more a sympathetic person to get it. I mean, this older lady, she was so dignified. Yeah. She hid the ticket in her Bible.
Right, yeah.
She's clearly lived like a good life. She's going to take care of her family. I mean, it's just perfect.
It's one of those like karma stories. It came around. It went to the right person.
And Rhode Island can kind of use a boost. I mean, it's no secret what the state's gone through the last couple of years, and it's all of a sudden like to have positive headlines about us. It's kind of wild.
Good news all around.
And now we're sitting on edge waiting for the next person to come forward.
Right.
Hopefully just as nice of a person.
My wife had a ticket. She works up there and bought the ticket. She said we weren't a winner. I double-checked it just to make sure. Because I love her dearly. Okay, next up, Demi Moore's daughter, Scout, who goes to Brown University. She's getting some heat. She had some racy tweets that were out, and everybody's beginning to pick up on the fact that it's her. And she's saying, oh, no, it's just a school project. Are we buying this, and what do we think of the tweets? Because some of them,
Well, I guess it worked because she said it was for a social media project.
Right.
So if it was really fake, I guess it worked.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
But you have to be a little suspect. You do. You have to, with the way that her family's been lately, maybe she just wanted a way to lash out.
A little attention.
Indirectly, a little attention. Yeah. But, maybe, I don't know, we could call it Brown perhaps and see if they had some ongoing project.
It is the kind of thing Brown would do. You can easily imagine him having let's test out how social media works. It's probably some sociology class or something. But it is sort of wild how these people have completely lost any semblance of privacy. People will find, I don't know, how did this get found?
I don't even know.
It was on Ivygate.
Yeah, Ivygate,
released it.
But then how did Ivygate find it? Like, they probably got a tip. But.
And that's the thing. I think that's the beauty of Twitter, and I'm very immersed in Twitter, and I love Twitter. So I will say, I mean, the experiment worked. And when you want to get a reaction, you want to get followers, you want to get people to hear something as a soapbox, you put something very shocking out there. And I think, we can also, I was on her Twitter feed checking it out. I mean, it worked. I wanted to see the timeline. I even went to her mother. I even went to Ashton. So if in some way it worked, there was a reaction.
Now, the family's got enough issues as it is, with Demi being in rehab, Ashton doing whatever it is he is. What do you think the parents are saying to her after this? You thinking they're saying, bad time to be doing this?
I want to know what Bruce thinks, because right now he seems like the stable one.
He is the stable one.
He's like the have a baby too. Like he's probably like
yeah.
It's just funny to me. I wonder what Bruce is thinking this morning.
Yeah, it's tough.
Let's get him on the phone.
All right, our last topic this morning, we were speaking to, talking about Demi Moore. Jessica Simpson took a page from Demi's book, posing nude for a magazine cover while pregnant. Some say it's beautiful, others aren't so sure.
Well, there's not. My first thought was there's nothing new under the sun. Like, this, I remember a little bit that the Demi Moore magazine was like a very big deal when it came out. People were talking about it. I can't believe they did it. It was shocking. And now it's like there's nothing new to shock people with. We just redo what shocked people 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Right. And if you look at them side by side, it's actually very interesting. When I first saw the one of Jessica, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of Jessica Simpson. But then when you look at the one of Demi, that's a lot of Demi Moore.
And the times are different too, even when Demi did it.
Yeah, and they're really identical photos. It's just interesting to see, and I guess it's all right. I wouldn't want to do it.
No.
I think she looks gorgeous. I mean, if I could have the nerve to do that on a magazine cover, I would.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have to agree with what Ted said. I mean, there's so much out there now with social media. This is nothing new.
Right.
I mean, if anything, I feel like it's just a way to get her again in the spotlight
and
kind of put her out there.
Right.
I should say I was asked to do it.
I was asked to get pregnant again just for that cover.
But I declined.
I opted not to.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
it's
the right thing
tough.
to
Doesn't
do.
fit my career.
Thanks so much, guys, for joining us. And to learn more about the stories we talked about, you can head to our website, WPRI.com. Still to come this morning on The Rhode Show, we will be back in the kitchen with Federal Hill Pizza making Sicilian clam pizza. You can find the recipe now at WPRI.com.
Plus, gotta love Billy. Plus, could a potential employer be asking you for your Facebook password at your next job interview? We'll talk about it next in The Buzz. But first, let's check in with the skiing weatherman.
This is Mount Snow, Vermont, where you'll find North America's only high-speed detachable 6-passenger bubble lift, the Bluebird Express, and it gets you to the summit in half the time of the old lift. Mount Snow also has the most snowmaking fan guns on the continent, and they've worked great in this winter of sketchy weather. Vernal Eternal's underway at Mount Snow with all sorts of special events scheduled right through the end of the season. The late week warmth could claim a few natural snow trails, but overall the stage is set for a fantastic weekend. Neshoba Valley and Wachusett Mountain are still going strong, but Yawgoo Valley in Rhode Island has decided to call it a season. Bradford's still right at full operation, as are Crotched Mountain and Pat's Peak, where this is the annual Hawaiian weekend. Mount Sunapee in New Hampshire has a dummy big air contest Saturday. Loon's looking good. Gunstock's hosting the U.S. Telemark Nationals, first time they've been held in the East in 15 years. Every run is open now at Cannon, and both Bretton Woods and Wildcat have just about every inch skiable. Attitash is a great weekend choice, as are both Sunday River and Saddleback in Maine. The Glades are in great shape at Saddleback. In Vermont, the week will end with light snow at Stowe and Killington, and you can see how good the snow is here at Mount Snow. Owl's Head in Quebec has every inch of terrain buried right now, while out west, light snow early this week has the surfaces nice and soft at Jackson Hole and Telluride. The mountains of the east will be seasonably cold this weekend, but it is going to warm up next week. I'm Herb Stevens, a skiing weatherman.
You're watching The Rhode Show on WPRI 12.
Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning in The Buzz, you've set all of your privacy settings on Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere else, but if you think your page is really private, you may want to think again. Some employers and colleges are now demanding full access from job applicants and student athletes. In Maryland, 2 people applying for jobs at the State Department of Corrections have been asked to log into their accounts and let an interviewer watch while the potential employee clicks through wall posts, friends, and photos. Some employers have even gone a step further, asking applicants for their passwords. Likewise, student athletes and colleges are being required to friend a coach, and some schools are even turning to social media monitoring companies to learn more about potential students and athletes. Of course, many people aren't happy with this practice, so Maryland legislators have proposed 2 separate bills aimed at banning social media access by schools and potential employers. Both are supported by the ACLU, who says it's an invasion of privacy. Absolutely, I think it is. Absolutely.
It's of course an invasion of privacy. Anyway, it's one thing if you want to check certain people to have them click through their page, especially if there's a tip, you know, if there's some sort of incriminating factor. You know, I know some students were asked about this, of, you know, because if, let's say, a threat's made or something, that can be one thing. But just out of the blue, if you want to be employed, if someone ever asked me for a password to anything,
you're not giving it to them.
No, complete invasion of privacy. You know, you email through Facebook now, you send messages, and I'm sure you do have maybe some private information stored, and I'm sure a lot of people, you know, maybe their password is the same for something else too, so once you give one away, you give the rest of them away.
You know, even when you go for a job now, I mean, you have to be careful because, you know, I mean, so many people are putting their whole lives on Facebook. You know that employers are going to be you know employers are going to be checking your Facebook page to see what your friends are saying, see what, you know, maybe things you've posted in the past. You've got to be very, very careful about things that you've posted online. And, you know, I mean, if I was an employer, I probably would, you know, check out the person's Facebook page to see what they're saying.
And schools are doing it. You know, they're looking at students' Facebook pages, anything that's public, and there are companies that now go out and find a way to see what's on your page. So I think the moral of the story is Facebook is not private. Exactly. I mean, if someone's asking you for your password, that's one thing, but you need to know that you don't own Facebook. You know, if you want to have a private conversation, pick up a phone or possibly do it through an email, because it's going to get out one way or another.
And once it is out there, it stays out there. I know, being a student athlete, we were very, very particular and cautious about what we were posting. Even a picture that could just be taken the wrong way, you never wanted to get in trouble. We did have a team at our college. It was no surprise. It was, you know, over the news and everything. They got in trouble for incriminating photos. They know that they did nothing wrong and all of that, but the way that it was, you know, misconstrued through someone else's eyes got them in a whole heck of a lot of trouble. You know, like, then you're wrecking your whole season. You're wrecking it for other people. just be careful about what you post out there, because then if someone does want to snoop around, what are they going to find? A fun picture of you, you know, sitting on the couch at the Rhode Show set.
It's not worth it, you know. I mean, we all have our own personal, you know, Facebook pages that we, you know, we take care of. You know, we do our thing and put stuff up of families and everything else all day long. But we also have a Rhode Show page. But on the other hand, you have to know that even our personal Facebook pages, they represent this company, this station, this show, and you still have to be careful about what you post on these pages.
It's true, and I you know, also think there's a lot of kids that are on Facebook, and if adults want to check in, teachers or whatever, I kind of see the point of asking someone to be their friend. The password sharing is completely against Facebook rules, but as a parent, you know, I've known a lot of parents who ask their kids, who, you know, your child's age, for example, how about I'll let you have Facebook as long as I'm your friend. I can see what you're doing, because they're not always able to make smart choices like we do.
Well,
exactly. I'm friends with my mom. I know that. Thank you for being my friend, Mom. Outside of our family. But I'm curious, you know, because this is such a social media topic, I'm sure our friends on our social media sites are weighing in.
Of course, so I put up the question, you know, what do you think about sharing your password with your bosses? And Kylene Ritchie on Facebook said at least some companies are asking upfront like that. Many pay an outside source to monitor your Facebook.
That's true, at least they're not being sneaky.
I know. Eric Hudson tells us on Facebook, that's when you should set up a second professional Facebook account. That's good advice. And our Twitter friends are weighing in. Brian Gibbons, otherwise known as Matzo66, tweets, that is a total invasion of privacy.
I'm with you.
You too can weigh in by voting in today's poll. Should employers be able to ask for social media passwords? No, it's an invasion of privacy, or it helps them know their potential employees. And here's a look at some other topics that are trending online today. Photos of a solar storm and solar flare are highly being searched on Google this morning. The storm shook even the Earth's magnetic field, and we have a beautiful photo gallery up on WPRI.com, so check it out. Our first viral video features a cat named Alley Cat and a monkey named Darwin. The little monkey was rescued after his mother discarded him, and these two cute baby animals become best friends. They just play. Our next video is so cool. Here's a step-by-step short motion short titled Fresh Guacamole. A person called Pez created this film by transforming familiar objects, just like you see there, into creative guacamole. Yummy. I'll be posting these videos up on our Facebook and Twitter accounts, and you can follow us at our Twitter handles. I'll be back at the end of the show with your poll results. For now, back to the kitchen, Will.
All right, we are back in the kitchen, the Rhode Show kitchen this morning. Chef Billy Manzo, Federal Hill Pizza. He's bopping around all over the place. I don't know what.
Maybe,
he's every place. We are making Sicilian clam pizza this morning. We have our dough ready to go.
Stop. This is my first show with you.
Yes.
Okay.
What do we need?
Pat's not here. It's you.
Yes.
Okay.
What do we need?
So here you go.
Okay. Is this my?
Everybody has one. So there's your official.
I
you know,
love
and you
this.
got your glasses.
Let
and
me see.
your personality of that crooked little cute smile from what they tell me. Good-looking guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I love this.
Good. Look at that.
You know what?
Look at that. It looks like him, right?
You are the you're the Picasso of pizza.
I am the Picasso of pizza. Look at that. You got it. Look, a little fork there.
Nice.
Looking good.
Very nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready? We got things to do.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get to it.
So you ready? The only thing we're going to do is bring it a little round and stretch it.
All right. Easy enough?
Yeah,
well, I think
great.
you think it's easy enough.
So you're going to go like that and just stretch it this way.
Okay.
Okay, and keep stretching it out. And the one thing is, this is a pizza dough. So, you know, it's very forgiving. It's not like a bread dough. It's not going to blow up on you like a Super Bowl in the oven.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say I'm not in the supermarkets anymore because I'm focusing in on the retail.
Right.
But this is not a dough that you can make bread with. And the only reason why I even got into pizza today is because of the great segment that you guys did on my shop.
Sure.
So I felt like obviously if I did you know, roast beef, it wouldn't be too cool.
Make sense. It wouldn't make sense.
So we did pizza today, and let's try to top yours, and let's see what you can do with it. Okay, we'll have a little quick. What
do you want to? What
we're
going
to do is grab this.
Okay.
Put that in there.
All right.
Okay.
Do a little
Don't dribble it all over the place.
Okay. I don't want to make a mess.
Go ahead. Now start from the middle.
Start from the middle.
And go out.
Go out.
Easy. Right? Don't go over the top. Okay, that's good. Great job.
Okay,
Perfect.
nice.
Yeah, great.
Does this mean I can come work at the place?
Absolutely not. No.
All right. We're gonna keep getting the sauce. He's gonna put cheese on here, and we're gonna put the pizza in the oven just a little bit. Come back and taste. Taste. Yes.
Taste.
Back to you.
Okay. Back to you guys.
Still ahead on the Rhode Show, a fashion icon is headed to American Idol. No, Tommy Hilfiger won't be singing. Coming up, we'll let you know what he will be doing with the top 12. You're watching The Rhode Show. We're back in just 90 seconds. Welcome back to The Rhode Show. Now, you know him as America's Next Top Model's judge and an internationally renowned fashion, beauty, and celebrity photographer. He certainly knows the pressure of being busy, and this morning, Nigel Barker is encouraging all of us to slow down our busy lives once in a while. Nigel joins us right now. Good morning.
Good morning, Michaela. How are you?
I'm excellent. Now, America's Next Top Model has turned into such a hit, you know, season after season. What is it like to be a judge on that show? Do you ever find it kind of difficult working with all those women?
You know, Tyra is the hardest one of all to work with. You know, yeah, no, I have a real difficult job. Really feel sorry for me.
Absolutely. All right. Now, why do you think America's Next Top Model has such a big following? Why do you think so many people are into this?
You know, I think it's that whole rags to riches sort of story. I mean, Top Model isn't about, you know, finding girls that are absolutely perfect. It's really about the diamond in the rough. It's about finding girls from small towns that perhaps wouldn't necessarily have a chance in the world of fashion because people don't necessarily go there to find them. And we search all over the country, find these girls that we believe have potential, and then with a bit of spit and polish, with deportment lessons from Miss J and all the rest of it, they sort of transform, and I think people see themselves in these girls.
Now, you've been a photographer for so long. Are there any celebrities that you just prefer to photograph?
You know, for me, it isn't about that. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I've shot many celebrities and models and people in general, but it's about that individual. It's about the heart and soul of a person that brings them to life for me. And certainly, when you shoot a celebrity, if they can talk about their life story or who they are, that's what makes a great portrait. But oftentimes, actors are acting, and so you're getting a photograph of them performing, not of them being themselves. And that, for me, is a special moment, and kind of why, I wanted to talk about my partnership with Biscotti, with Noni's Biscottis, because one of the special things that happened to me years ago is I met my wife over a biscotti and a cappuccino, and here we are sort of 17 years later, and I always carry a biscotti in my camera bag, and I'm known for that. And Noni's heard about this, and they said, look, we'd love to do a sweepstakes with you where people who enjoy Noni's biscottis can upload their favorite photograph of themselves having a quiet moment up to Noni's Facebook page, and the winner of the sweepstakes gets a trip for two to Los Angeles to have a Hollywood experience. They get a wonderful digital camera, the same that I use, and every week until now, until June 15th, even if you're not the grand prize winner, we're picking 3 winners a week that'll get a Noni's Biscotti gift basket. So just a lot of fun, and it encouraged people to enjoy themselves and enjoy the simple and delicious things in life.
That's excellent. Such a sweet way to share your two loves, photography and biscotti. Nigel, thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And you can catch Nigel on America's Next Top Model on the CW.
Time now for some weird news. A major upset at the World Champion of Cheese contest in Wisconsin this year. A low-fat Gouda from the Netherlands has been named the world's best cheese. The Dutch company stole the top spot from the Swiss. Look at that. Whose cheesemakers have dominated the contest for the past 3 years. The cheese was chosen from among 2,500 entries, judged in 82 cheese and butter classes of flavor, texture, body, and coloring during the 3-day event.
Imagine how much cutting of the cheese happens.
A lot of cutting of the cheese, yes. Been waiting all morning to say that. A robotic competition for Caltech students where they turned their robots into robots, huh? Ooh. Come on. Students competed in the 27th Annual Engineering Design Competition. They had to create robot devices for battle, which would retrieve balls from dispensers and place them on islands. It was all done in a big pool on campus.
That's fun. It's like a fun event.
It does look fun. And she's the most famous pop star you've never heard of. With 4 concerts in just 2 days in Tokyo, singer Hatsune like that? Sold thousands of tickets. She's never missed a beat, but that's because she's not human. Miku is completely computer generated, and her singing is based on a voice synthesizer program. Concerts organizers advertised the show as her last. No word on why they completely made up the pop star is calling it quits.
That is very odd.
They have that. We have Britney Spears.
I know. All that voice synthesizing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing.
All right. Still to come this morning on The Rhode Show, we are back in the kitchen making up that clam pizza with Billy Manzo. Don't forget, you can cook along with us at WPRI.com. We'll be right back. right, Chef Billy Manzo from Federal Hill Pizza joins us in the kitchen. I'm already laughing because it's just always fun when he's on the show.
This is how I am every day. That's how I feel every day.
Billy. My goodness, you.
Sorry.
Wow.
He's not even my
What are you eating lately?
Either.
You weren't this tall at Federal Pizza when you came by.
I was wearing flats.
What'd you say? I can't hear from up there. Okay.
Hello down there.
It is what it is. What are you going to do?
Yes. All right, what are we going to do here?
What are we going to do?
Okay. We're going to do a clam pie.
Okay.
Okay, so let me stretch. And then you can follow, and then well, so
is this one already stretched? Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I don't, you know,
I know you really.
She's a professional now at being at your, yeah.
Go ahead, you stretch it. Give it a go. Will, we're going to stretch it. Me and you, brother.
Okay, we'll stretch.
We'll keep the chief over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's a professional now.
Absolutely.
You built up this ego when she came up.
Sure.
Thank God I was a non-union operation. That's all I needed. Okay, so what we're going to do is get the mozz.
Okay.
Good. Break it up.
Just break this up.
Break it up. Break it up.
How big should this be?
You should know that by now.
How much you want to put on this?
Like that. That looks great. Go ahead, spread it around.
What the heck?
Good. We're going to spread some clams. And then, guys out there, you want to get your clams and infuse them, which means that you want to melt a little butter if you can.
Okay.
The lovely people watching would love that taste. And then what we're going to do is that. Okay, that's enough.
That's
Put
good.
that
All
back.
right.
Okay. Grab some basil. Okay.
Grab a little basil here.
Yeah, basil.
Throw that on it.
Okay,
we're on a time constraint.
I know we are. I'm
Let's
trying.
do it.
Dude, I'm doing that. I'm going
Get in
quick.
the middle. Yeah, go in the middle. My God.
You're the boss.
All right, so
Okay, keep spreading. Okay.
Am I throwing? See, this is why you went to the pizza joint and I was home.
So we get a big old bite of basil in there.
We have to organize them, don't we?
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, seeing that it actually looks pretty good, but seeing that it's done, we'll make it into a calzone.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to get the calzone. We're going to keep it there.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we are going to pull it out because the magic of lovely TV.
How? All right,
we're gonna
but
spread this.
hang on.
Now, let me explain.
You're going
We're
so
missing
fast.
steps. We're missing steps.
Listen. When the pizza got done,
Okay.
Yeah.
we're going to get it on a pizza peel.
All right.
And we're just going to put it in the oven at 550.
550.
How long?
Okay, that's hot.
It could be 25, 20 minutes. With my dough, with the dough that you're buying in the supermarkets, probably a little longer.
All right.
Okay? And also the other thing is you're going to want to make it rise probably twice because it's a bread dough in the supermarkets.
Okay.
So from here, give that a go. And then I'm going to take out something that I made for you guys to see what you think.
Give it a go. I'll give it a go.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, go ahead. Just give it a bite.
Dig in here.
Okay, we're going to spread this out. Okay, now this
I'm
is...
dropping everything.
There you go. Just drop it. Let me see. Just go like
Here you go.
Thanks. Yeah.
That's for you.
Good stuff.
It's good.
Don't worry about it. Good stuff.
Okay.
I feel like I'm at the...
All right, what's this one?
Okay, now you ready? This is gluten-free. Now let me show
What makes it gluten-free?
There's no gluten in it. It has to do with the production. I was just talking to the camera guy. It has to do. There's no gluten in it. You're looking at the production of the flour, which means that there is no flour. You okay with that?
Okay.
Take your time. Here you go. Have another piece of
I'm going to
pizza.
have it. All right, so this is gluten-free.
That's gluten-free.
We're back to the gluten-free.
That's right. But this is why...
I have no idea what he's talking about.
That's okay. Listen, I've been watching you for many years. I don't know either. So you have what's called cell structure there in carbon, not monoxide, but carbon. It's like the gases. I just went blank.
Okay.
You got me all feathered. That's great.
You're going all Bill Nye
So what
on
happens
us.
is you got all that flavor in there, and you know my pizza it's not bad, right? It's good. It doesn't have flour. That's another type of flour. So we do a lot of gluten-free pizza at Federal. Try it.
Talk
Federal
about,
Pizza.
talk about the variety that you have, because in addition to gluten-free, I mean, just your toppings alone, you got clams, you got the mushrooms over
As
there.
you saw, the staff at Federal Pizza, we take a lot of pride. We take a lot of pride in the product. We take a lot of time with it. We have an extra large walk-in because of the aging of the dough, which I don't like to talk about.
Right.
But the product's very cool and old and nice and friendly. Everything's clean. We use fior di latte, as you saw. We use fresh mozz. We always do.
Love that.
We actually, about 2 months ago, we started making it in-house because we felt like it was just better and more fun, you know?
And having those fresh...
Not bad, huh?
It's really good,
Having
right?
those fresh ingredients really makes for a great
It's a
pizza.
totally different
So you can
animal.
always
It is, yeah.
Totally different, you know?
get
Really
pizza
good
from
fresh
Billy,
clam.
Federal Hill Pizza, and for this recipe and all our other recipes, as always, you can head to WPRI.com.
Gluten-free.
Now that Erica Van Pelt has made it through until next week, it looks like she and the other contestants are actually going to get a little fashion help. Designer Tommy Hilfiger is teaming up with the American Idols as an image advisor for the show's finalists. Starting March 15th, Hilfiger will mentor the contestants to define their own personal identities and help guide their style transformations. Hilfiger says he hopes to help the aspiring singers shape their own look for the Idol stage.
I'm very excited about it.
It's sort of like a mentoring or sort of like a fashion advisor, where I'll look at all the contestants and I'll help them mold and shape their image for the performances. And as a fashion designer who has been inspired by music and musicians for my entire career, I really believe that all the mega stars have had a fashion attitude and a look. These contestants will benefit from fashion advice. When they go on stage, if they sound great and look great, they'll have incredible confidence and possibly win. So I hope I can make a difference. I think it'll be exciting working with new young talent, and I really believe that we can look at the past, the present, and the future as to where they're going with not only their music, but where they're going with their style. If we can take these contestants and have them transform into style icons themselves on top of their talent, they have a chance then of becoming megastars.
Tune in to Fox next Thursday on Fox Providence for the first look at how Hilfiger transforms the finalist fashion style.
Coming up on The Rhode Show, we'll reveal the answer to today's web poll. Stay with us.
It's time to check back in with today's web poll. Should employers be able to ask for social media passwords? Let's see what you think. 100% say no, it's an invasion of privacy. I agree with you guys. Back over to you.
Don't go snooping on our stuff.
Don't go snooping. Thanks, Mary. We had a great week on The Rhode Show. Some warm weather.
Yeah, and gearing up for March Madness. Check out The Rhode Show Rewind. The Rhode Show runs on Dunkin', and that's why we're happy to celebrate 17 years of their annual scholarship program. Mary Larson is live this morning at Dunkin' Donuts. Tell me a bit about this program.
Sure, the Dunkin' Donuts Scholarship Program is a great program. It was established by your local Dunkin' Donuts franchisees in this market in an effort to just recognize how important education really is.
A tortoise on display really does have two heads. Check it out, the tortoise has 6 legs.
I wonder if they actually go fast since they have 6 feet. Maybe they're both just going in 2 different directions and they just stay in one.
Finding motivation to get to the gym can be hard enough, but it's even worse if you're hitting the treadmill in your old, smelly t-shirts. What should women consider when they're looking for workout gear?
Realistically, when you look good, you feel good. And when you look good, you're probably more apt to go for a little bit longer of a run or do more of a workout. Both of the pieces so slimming. If you can see the way that these seams kind of come in, it trims a little bit of like weight off of your leg, and then also here at the waist.
College basketball is gearing up for the busiest and craziest time of the year. The tournament starts in just 1 week.
Somebody on this couch is very excited.
I'm not interested.
I'm not interested either.
But are you interested?
Not really.
Really?
No? All right.
March Madness begins right here. That's true.
Yep.
March Madness begins here. She's the only one happy about it.
And I'm also happy about the weekend. So however you are spending it, if you're Sesame Street Live or the Polar Plunge or just
turning your clocks.
Losing an hour of sleep, have some fun.
Or just turning your clocks.
That would be a really boring weekend.
Live it up.
Clearly it is Friday. Thank you so much for joining us on The Rhode Show all week long.
And for more information on anything you've seen here on the show, turn your clocks and head to our website, WPRI.com.
We're going to see you back here Monday morning. Have a great day.
I love it.